Okay, welcome to the RM Council meeting for November 19th. I'm going to start by chairing the meeting, and His Worship will join us in about 10 minutes time. Tonight with us is Councillor Joël Lemoine.
So
Councillor Janine Blanchet.
Hello, everybody.
Councillor Jason Bodnarchuk.
good evening.
And soon to be live, His Worship, Mr. Chris Ewan.
Hello, everyone.
In the room, we've got our CAO, Mr. Shane Ray.
Nope.
And running this program is our Assistant CEO, Dominic Lemoine.
Good afternoon.
We'll call the meeting in order at 6:01.
701.
Sorry, I pulled a His Worship wrong.
You did.
I'll move that.
Item number 2, adoption of the agenda. Get a mover and seconder, please. Councillor Boulanger, Councillor Lemoine.
We need a mover and a seconder to call the meeting to order, don't we? Yes.
I'll move to open the meeting.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Thank you both. You got your notes for
Yep.
adoption of the agenda? Thank you. Any changes required? Discussion good as is?
Here.
See none, call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Item number 3, adoption of the minutes. Get a mover and seconder, please. Councillor Lemoine, Councillor Boulanger, thank you. If you've got a moment to debrief us on past minutes, Mr. CEO.
Yes, you caught me off guard because we haven't been doing this. I believe we had the emergency coordinator and the fire department both come and present quarterly stats. We obviously had a number of the financial items which we've discussed as well. And we passed a motion regarding in support of the arm of Dauphin requesting that FCM and AMM lobby the federal government to work on the tariffs that have been applied on Chinese vehicles because they've done the reciprocal on the canola. We did the STARS donation as well. I would just note that on that day, there was actually a STARS call to the RM of Richshot for a couple of RM residents. So I just wanted to note that as well. We tabled the agreement regarding John Q. And that was the basic gist of the meeting as well. So.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ray. Sorry to put you on the spot.
It's all good.
Call for the question. All in favor of adopting the minutes from the November 4th meeting?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Committee reports, item number 4. RSS from September 17th and library board meeting minutes from August 25th.
I'll move those.
Thank you. Seconder. Councillor Boulanger, thank you.
Can I just make a comment about just a brief update with the Brady landfill that I just came from the meeting there regarding the search for the missing individual. And they're going to actually start digging December 1st. And I've been told that we are responsible for informing our residents in the area. So some kind of communication should go out to the Waverly Road people for sure. And they figure, I asked how long it would take. They don't know. They're thinking minimum 6 months. And just move forward from there. So that's it. There's other things, but we can put that in next time.
Thank you, Councillor Boulanger. Any other comments, questions on those reports?
I was just going to comment on the library board. They have been meeting regularly as part of the regionalization. Councillor Bodnarchuk has been sitting in on that. We'll be meeting with the Richshot Library Friday to have further discussions about the regionalization and kind of the pros and the cons, and hopefully a recommendation will be coming forward to council in the near future as well from the board of the library. And I believe Councillor Bodnerchuk will do a greater update at a later time when that recommendation comes forward as well. So.
Thank you, Mr. CEO. Anything else? Seeing none, call for the question to accept those committee reports and minutes.
Aye.
Thank you. Item 5.1, accounts paid to be approved.
So we have, oh, sorry, yep.
Yeah, the mover and seconder. Thank you, Councillor Boulanger. Councillor Lemoine.
Bondarchuk.
Okay, we have batch 20645. It's for $2,800. Nothing really to note within that amount. Pretty straightforward.
Thank you. Call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
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 5.2, accounts not paid to be approved. Get a mover and seconder for that, please.
Chris Ewan.
Thank you. Seconder.
Councillor Bondarchuk.
Thank you. The floor is yours, Mr. Chair, with one substantial summary.
Absolutely. So just to respond to a couple of batch, I'll kind of do this as a group largely. We have batch 20686 for just over $7 million. And I'll explain that in a minute. Batch 20700 for $32,000 and batch 20711 for $11,000. To respond to a couple of inquiries that came from council prior to the meeting, there's one for Big Box Steel. Bylaw had arranged for a yard cleanup on Red River Drive, and so this is the storage of the items, and it will be charged back to the landowner via taxes. And so we're just making arrangements for the removal of that at this point in time. There was an inquiry about the bituminix, and that is for paving on Legacy Drive. And then the last inquiry that came forward was regarding class 3 tests for firefighters. And so we reimburse our firefighters once they've completed and passed the tests. So to answer to those, now to kind of the breakdown. So some of the bigger items within that, Bristol Hauling, $79,000, Connect Property Service was $14,000, and that was for refunds on permits. We had our annual sewer cleaning throughout the RM, and that was about $28,000, and the receiver general for $30,000. The largest bulk of the $7 million was the transfer to the school divisions as part of the taxes. So we transferred approximately $418,000 to Hanover School Division. We transferred $242,000 to the Louis Riel School Division, $678,000 to the Red River School Division, $910,000 to the Finance Board, $95,000 to Sunrise School Division, and lastly, the largest amount, $4.4 million went to Seine River School Division for school taxes. So those are as of October 31st, and then more transfers will be going once we've finished our tax collection for the year. So, and then the last item was also King's Energy Group was about $18,000 for fuel. So.
Awesome, thank you. Any questions from council? Being none, we'll call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I will pass the torch over to his worship.
Thank you for your hard work, Deputy Mayor Pelletier. Thank you, everyone, for having me. We will move on to 5.4, correct? Oh, we got a little, no, I can't get it off. Thank you. Thank you so much. 5.3, sorry, 5.3 council indemnities. Do I have a mover? There is none. There's another error on this paper. 5.4 payroll to be approved. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Pelletier.
Second. Councillor Lemoine, thank you.
Okay, employee payroll number 22. Nothing really to note. There was a little bit of overtime. There was a couple of rec events. The run Rishot happened and a couple of other items like that. So, but beyond that, it was pretty straightforward in terms of staff use and staff payroll. So
Thank you. Council comments, questions? Nothing? Call for the questions. All those in favor? Opposed, none?
Aye.
I thank you. Opposed, none. That's carried. Moving on to public hearings. Okay, I'll give a quick rundown on how public hearings will work. So when I call a public hearing item, I will have the CEO just read a quick little detail piece about it, and then I will open the public hearing at X time. It's at that point I'll ask the applicant or someone wishing to speak on behalf of the applicant about the project or the public hearing. They can come up, they can have a seat, and they can give a presentation. I will allot 10-minute max time for this evening for anything from presentation, opposition, or in favor speakers. After the presentation has been done, I'll then ask if there's anyone wishing to speak in favor in person. And then I will go to in favor online or on the phone. If you're online or on the phone, I just ask that you unmute your microphone. If you can turn on your video, great. I appreciate that. If you can't, not the end of the world. When you are doing when you are speaking, just please give us your name and your address to make sure that you are from Richot or a part of Richot. And then I will go into anyone wishing to speak against in person and online on the phone. Against, same procedure. And then I will do one last call. If you have any general questions, any general comments, if you want to speak in favor or against after you've heard some things, that is your time to do so. And then I will close the public hearing. After that public hearing is closed, it is for council's engagement only. The gallery is not to engage in council's debate, and council is not to engage in the gallery. So without further ado, 6.2.1 C1 to 2025 Lot B Plan 59147 Rockwell Planning and Development.
Rockwell Planning and Development has applied to allow for a planned unit development in the RG5 residential general 5,000 zone and the RG8 residential 8,000 zone. And whereas a planned unit development is conditional use, they are applying for consideration.
Thank you. I'll open the public hearing at 7:12 p.m. Is the applicant here? Someone wishing to make presentation? Come on up. Where are you?
I'm Ken Hilaire on behalf of Rockwell Developments and Ayleshane Developments. We're looking at doing 316 units of 55 plus apartments and row housing. It'd be a mix of bungalow styles with attached garages. This thing I just showed you is something what we do in La Broquerie. We do it in La Broquerie, we're doing it in St. Anne, and we're doing it in Beaujeu. So it was just something that we hand out to our renters or new renters. That's where that came from. So we're looking for 316 units. We want to do it on a 4-lot subdivision so we can phase it in. So obviously we will 4 phases. There will be a rec center involved here, a dog park, pickleball court, walking trails around the pond, and some campfire and some gazebos that are going to be put on place. My company and my sister companies, we built over 430 units of 55 plus in Southeast Manitoba. So we pretty well build in Beaujeu, St. Anne, and La Broquerie right now. And we have waiting lists for all 3 towns. So that's why I know it's going to do very well in Ayleshane, closer to the city. And there's nothing like that around here and Lorette area too. So we would like to start on lot 4. If I don't know if you guys have the map up there, but so in lot 4, there will be 63 bungalow style units and a 54 plex, which will be a 3-story apartment with underground parking. With doing lot 4 first, the rec center will be built on that phase with the pond, the dog park, and the pickleball court. So on the first phase, it should take us about 18 to 24 months to do that. So everything will be done in the first phase. The one thing I like what's going on here for myself is it's over 20 acres. Doing the bungalow style takes up a lot of land. So it's good that there's enough acres that could hold that, because usually you have to build up on everything. So our product does very well because the bungalows, there's always a waiting list for that. And it's nice, it's all in one spot that we could do a rec center. In St. Anne, I've built over 170 units, and I'm on 5 different locations. And our next location will probably have 80 units, and it's another location. So we're scattered all over the town. So I'm not worried about renting these out. Obviously, it's going to take us 6 years in phases, but there shouldn't be no issues renting that out. So as soon as we started building across the street, we get calls right away. Hey, is it 55 plus? You know, everyone's excited to start renting when they see us building some other stuff right now. So infrastructure, we're doing the lift station already on those 80 units we're building, so that will take care of all the north end there. And I think in the development agreement we put on, we might have to do a force main to the lagoon after, so that will be all our costs. So that's all I have. Any questions?
Yeah, thanks. Council, any comments, questions for?
Not at this time.
Okay, thank.
I might have completely missed it. Rentals?
Yeah, they're all rental, yeah. And on that regards, it's like, I know when St. Anne started, I was condos and you know what, everyone, you know, they're selling their house now and it's kind of like reverse mortgage. Now they're having their money. It's a budget thing and the rentals was way better off doing that. So that's what we do.
I know there's variances, but the example you gave us here compared to this, I don't know what cost might be. What's the range of, and I know there's a much smaller unit.
Yeah,
there,
so
but-
like the apartment will have the smaller units, so we go through CMHC, so there will be 15% for sure, maybe 20%. Units will have to be at entry level, which are about 1050 right now for a 1-bedroom suite. And obviously the bungalow ones will be up there in price, probably close to 2 because they're very costly to build. So, but those are the ones I have no concern about renting actually, so it's.
Anything else from council? Okay, thank you very much, Guy. Appreciate it. Is there anyone in person wishing to speak in favor? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak in favor? Anything received in favor?
Nothing received in favor.
Okay. Anyone in person wishing to speak against?
Can we ask questions? Like,
Yeah, we'll do that the third, like at the,
okay.
unless you want to speak against. Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak against? Anything received against?
Nothing received against.
Okay, now's the time for general comments or questions. Anyone in person wanting to ask me questions?
Yes.
Wow.
So you mentioned.
Sorry, Paul, I'll get you to come up to the.
Oh, sure.
Can I just get you to sign in as well?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Sorry, we just need to collect name and address.
Sure. So my name is Paul Larocque. I'm at 527 Avenue des Pionniers in Deschênes, Shane's neighbor across the street. I'm just questions about the 55 plus. I know that you mentioned that in your discussion. Is that still, and I was in the office today talking to yourself over here. We were asking this question and you were saying we don't call them 55 plus anymore. They're mature living, adults living. And I had emailed back, you know, what are the requirements for tenancy? What conditions do they need to meet? Like I'm trying, is it anybody can move in there? Like if I'm 25 and I apply, will I get in? I mean, how is that decided?
I will ask, so just shoot your questions now. If it's not a council or administrative question, this is gonna be a developer question. I will ask the developer to come up one more time. So if you have any other questions, you can fire them.
And I didn't hear what the answer was to Joy's question. The bungalows are how much, you said?
2000,
To be close, you gotta figure out the pricing. but it's
Yeah.
close to 2,000.
A month.
And they're 1,200 square feet.
Okay. And the related question is, why doesn't the ownership model work? Why rentals and not ownership model?
Well, like I said, when we started in St. Anne, it's, people are,
They want to free up their capital.
yeah, am I allowed to speak?
yeah, that's okay. I
Okay.
don't wanna go-
Yeah, so what happened there was some guys, hey, you know what, we sell our house, now we got 300-400 grand to put in the bank, we can travel and stuff. And
Yeah.
when they're renting, they have a budget,
Right.
so they know, hey,
So related question then, are there rental controls? Probably this falls outside of the CMHC guidelines and the rent can go up whatever the landlord decides, right? So are there any rent controls in place? That's my other question.
I believe there's provincial rent control.
There's provincial rent by the RTB. Yeah.
The first 20 years, actually, there isn't.
Oh,
Yeah, on any new buildings, but on the entry level stuff, the portability, that has to stay there for 10 years. That's through the CDC program.
So you're saying the rent is fixed for 20 years? I'm not sure I understood.
No, like, so the affordability ones have to be there for 10 years. They could go up with the normal rental rates every year.
Oh, right.
1%.
Whatever it is,
But
yeah.
those have to be there. I can't, jack them up 100 or whatever.
Yeah,
At the other ones, you could.
yeah,
We've never done it. We do our automatic 2%.
okay.
And what was your other question?
55 plus requirements.
So
How
the
do you,
55 plus farmers, we get it all the time. Legally, we can't say that because someone can say, hey, I want to live.
Yeah,
So people pretty well know what it's for. We get the odd person that is, 50, 45, but main thing is no kids. And like I said, they could literally take us to the rental board and say, hey, they're not letting it on. But to protect our investment, this is what it has. Like I said, I've done over 400 units and you're still growing. There's always a waiting list. If I start letting in younger people, that's just what hurts.
so do you have the final say as to who gets in, or is it based on your?
Yeah, like I have a property management company, but it's mine.
Okay.
So like I said, 55 just sounds better to me than 50.
Right. So you can refuse somebody if they come and they're 35 and they're single with kids or
Yeah.
something like that, you can refuse them.
And the thing is like, we don't have to give them a reason. We just say, hey, we had never happened.
Okay.
And like I said, it's just a touchy thing.
Yeah.
But it's 55 plus or 50 plus for us. That's our investment. We're the only one that does it. It is very expensive to build, but we have great tenants. Yeah, they're very appreciated. So.
Okay. Thank you. That answers all those. Is there anyone else wishing to ask any questions, have any comments? Come on up.
My name's Tracy Mandarino. I live at 2286 PR 405, right just in Ildushane, or just on the boundary, I guess, wherever we are. I have a few questions for him, but also a few for council. Mainly, I'm wondering about sewer, water, hydro, like we've all been complaining in our town about the problems with all of these things. What is gonna happen? We have now, 1,000 more houses being built on either side of us? What is happening with that from your end?
So yeah, I can give you a little bit. I just need you to sign in on
Yeah.
it. So we are working on developing a wastewater treatment facility. I think we're actually pretty far ahead with that plan. That's with multiple municipalities, and that will service, I believe the first plan was to service, and council can correct me because I'm terrible with numbers, up to 50 to 55,000 people in the southeast, and Richard is a part of that. Is that correct, Councillor Pelletier?
The numbers are actually higher. I believe the first phase is 75,000 people, of which Richard has bought in for 25,000.
Okay, so that's that answer, and that is initiated already, and their expected launch date, I think, is in the next 5 years,
Next 3.
next 3 years.
Yeah, they hope to break ground originally this fall. I believe that's now being pushed to the spring.
Yeah.
So
And with the hydro, like I know, we're already having problems with it going out constantly now, so that's also going to be upgraded on a new grid as
That
well.
would be a hydro question.
Okay.
That's not dictated by municipality, but I can definitely.
I wasn't sure if that was something that was being brought up to them, because we all know, like, we've got outages constantly, right?
Yeah.
I live right next door to the power station.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd be fine, but I'm not. So just wondering what kind of aspect that's going to bring into it. Also speed zone, are we keeping that planning of a 90 if we're gonna have all of that development exiting onto Main Street?
PR 405 is a 90.
No, but the Main Street is,
Main Street, I
where the driveway is supposed to be coming out of.
it's a 90.
It's a 90 zone up until you get to the arena,
Right to the-
to the arena.
to the arena, then it goes to 50.
We can bring that to council. We always reevaluate our zones, and because this is going to become a more rural residential area, we can look at changing.
And sidewalks being proposed for any of this as well? Yes,
Basically a sidewalk all the way into town.
all the way in right from like 405 area, I'm guessing that, okay. And then I just had a couple more, kind of more for him, I guess, too, was like with me backing into the new development, I mean, I'm the lot one or your phase one, so I'm not sure how long you're planning on taking to get to that development area. But are we planning like, right now I've noticed that like the property is being built up with the mud and it's about almost 2 feet higher in some spots behind my property. I'm worried about drainage behind my property. Is this gonna be something that's gonna be addressed as well?
I know that drainage planning is always taken into consideration through public.
Cause I'm worried about my house flooding, right? My yard flooding,
There's a
so,
drainage plan for every development.
yeah,
And our water can't leave our property any faster than it is right now. So there will be, I'm sure, a drain, like it's engineered and council has to approve.
yeah, cause I'm like, I mean, it's a good, like I took some pictures the other day and some spots is about 1.5 feet and others is over 2 feet high.
Like we have looked at it already, is actually, it's very like, we're just stockpiling it there, so, because we're building across. But it might not be that high, but we are in a very low spot.
I'm even lower than that is though.
What's that?
I'm even lower than that property is.
Yeah, so we can't be building at our level now, the engineer would never pass it, but there will be a drain, like I said, the water's not supposed to leave our property
Okay.
faster than it's, and the council will.
Thank you.
Public
make
works.
the-
Right, that's what I wasn't sure if like it was being pulled to the ditch type of thing and how it was working there and just. in
And
case.
that's part of actually the pond, so most of the water is gonna go to the pond
That's at the
probably.
other end of me though.
Well, I know, but all our water will go there and then
Go that way.
slowly
Okay.
get released.
Okay. And I guess it was, yeah, sidewalks. Yeah, right, sorry, I wrote myself a couple notes this morning just so I can make sure. The dog park in the area too, is that gonna be for all of Ile Duchesne or just that area? It'd be for everybody as well?
To be
Right.
private.
Oh, private, with private, okay. And when do you propose for the rest of the lots to be done? By like the full development,
Well,
like any idea?
It's all about timing, right? Like, I could see us, we would love to be in the ground this summer, but I also have to get it officially subdivided.
But you're saying you're starting that lot 4, which is by the
Four.
pond first, right? So by the time you get to like the other end,
Yeah,
like years down the road, or you're like, you're
well, I
hoping?
would say, like I said, it's gonna take us 2 years to do that,
Okay.
that build. And then, probably a year off at least, if
Right.
everything's flowing, and then probably 2 years to the
Or
next
just keep
one.
going, okay.
Go like that, so,
Okay, yeah, I was just more worried about like if we're
Yeah,
putting
like,
fencing around and all
like,
that kind of
so
stuff.
we will have to do a fence around it, so that fence will probably be done, it will be done before we even get to that area.
Okay,
But like even for yourself, I would say at least 6 years, I bet you longer before we get to the
before
last.
towards my end.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was pretty much all I had. Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to ask any questions, have any general comments in person? Online or on the phone? Okay, I will close the public hearing. At 7:28 PM, do I have a mover? Counselor Belanger, second, Counselor Pelche, thank you.
Therefore be it resolved that the conditional use application to allow planned use development in the RG residential zone, 5,000 zone and RG 8,000 zone is approved, subject to most of the general conditions, building permits, detailed site plans, which would include the drainage plans, yard lighting, any Manitoba building codes, fire codes, municipal zoning bylaws, a development agreement with the RM. And there's conditions that TransCanada Energy has put on as well regarding a noise study and a couple of other things. So
Thank you. I'll open up for council discussion, debate. Council, anyone wanting to start? Counselor Pelche, who's your?
Looking forward to get this started. We brought this up with Mr. Tiller and his group after our first conversation on this chunk of property. 55 plus is going to benefit this whole region, especially one of this magnitude. And looking forward to it getting started.
Thank you, council. Anyone else? No, call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none. That is carried. Thank you. I will give 2 minutes for anyone that wants to leave now if they were here just for this specifically, unless you want to watch the rest of the engaging, exciting, thrilling, amazing, wonderful show. No, you're good.
no, Ken, I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And ladies.
Thank you, everyone.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We'll go back into it. 6.2.2 C19 2025 1908 1914 Carrière Road, Nicole Honcherick.
The applicant has applied to allow home industry consisting of a pet grooming salon in a rural residential zone, and this is a conditional use under the zoning bylaw.
Thank you. I'll open the public hearing at 7:31. Is the applicant here? Someone wishing to make a presentation? Come on up. How do you say your last name, Nicole?
Honcharick.
Sure. Okay, I was close.
Rosner is on the permit just because I haven't changed the name on the title.
Okay, so go ahead.
And this is my husband, Steven. He's just gonna interject if I forget anything. Yeah, I'm hoping to get another permit for my dog grooming business in the RM. I'm hoping if possible to be able to, because on my conditions of the previous one, I had, I wasn't allowed any employees. But since adding to my family, my time is a little bit more stretched to be able to still service the community that I do. I would like to be able to have the opportunity to hire an employee if possible. Yeah.
Council, do you have any questions?
Yeah, your hours of operation, like, what,
Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Typically I start 9 or 10, and then I'm done by no later than 8, but that's only a couple days a week. I do evenings. Usually I'm done by 4.
so the employee would assume those hours or?
They would be working alongside me, probably as like an assistant type
Oh, okay.
position, so I could still service, but then I could still make daycare pickups and things like that.
If I may, when she was like full-time, it's about 5 dogs per day, 5 clients per day. Right now, with daycare pickups, it's about 3, so she's hoping that the assistant can get her back up to that 5 and maybe 6 level.
Have you ever thought of having your kids work instead of go to daycare?
I wish, maybe one day.
I am a proponent of small and small home businesses. I'm just curious, have you seen growth to the point where maybe you'd want to look at something like a commercial site, or does it make more sense to always be at home for this kind of
It
business?
makes more sense to be at home just because like I can bring him to work a lot easier if like he's sick or if I need to juggle, it's just a lot easier right on the property. Plus, I don't see myself expanding to the point of needing that extra space, like having a huge team, just enough to sustain what I'm doing.
A comment more than anything, or maybe a question. I see a lot of letters of support here. I've heard a lot of great things actually about your business. I just live a few streets south of you, but don't see any letters of objection. Normally I would get calls, people that are not happy in their area, they seem to call us first. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. I haven't heard anything, but have you had any kind of negative feedback in that?
No, we had letters of opposition for our first one 5
Right.
years ago, but it was more because
Worried about traffic? worried
yeah,
about
they were worried
noise?
about the road, and now the road's been fixed, and it wasn't things about my business. It was they had no clue what my business.
We don't want to do a doggy daycare. or anything
Yeah,
like that.
right.
We would still like to keep that in that I don't plan to have a doggy daycare or do boarding or anything. It's just strictly,
No noise level, there's no.
it's one-on-one. Dogs come in, they go to keep the stress levels for everybody, including the dogs low.
Well, that's it.
Excellent. Anything else from council? No?
Nope.
Very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Is there anyone in person that'd like to speak in favor? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak in favor? Anything received in favor?
We received 17 letters in favor.
Well, as chair, I choose to not read them, but I know council, council has had the time to review them and they're all positive, so. Anyone wishing to speak against in person? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak against? Anything received against?
Nothing received against.
Final call, general questions, comments, wishing to speak in favor or against, in person, online, or on the phone? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing at 7:35 PM. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor One. Okay.
Therefore be it resolved that the conditional use application 19-2025 is approved, subject to the following conditions, for home industry use. The proposed shall not create undue traffic or congestions. The property should not be used to board animals for any period of time. We have the yard lighting as standard. The applicant shall comply with the noise bylaw. Hours of operation shall be between 7 and 11. In any building permit required for any renovations, and the maximum space should not exceed 1,000 square feet.
Thank you. Open for council debate discussion. Council, anything?
Just, we took out, I see there's no more limit to the condition like we had before. So that-
Time on it?
No 5-year or anything. That's great. Okay.
Yeah, I think the business owners have shown exemplary work in the area and they continue to have good support. So I agree with that. I think it's good to remove that so they don't have to keep being harassed by the mayor and council if it's voted in favor. Anything else from council?
Oh, good here.
Call.
Good.
Thank you. Call for the question. All those in favor?
That was it.
Opposed, none. That is carried. Thank you very much. You guys are free to leave if you want. Thank you. Give it 30 seconds here. Get those kids to work. 6.2.3C 2025 681 Discovery Drive, Josh Bergman.
So the applicant has made an application to allow for an industrial multiplex in the MA Industrial Agricultural Zone, and this is a conditional use as per the zoning bylaw.
Thank you. I'll open the public hearing at 7:37 PM. I see the applicant is here.
Yes.
Go ahead if you have anything to say.
So yeah, no, I just, I have a small trucking business and currently renting space in Transcona, and this awesome opportunity to move to this park came available, and so yeah, I just want to build a shop, and then kind of going through plans and talking with the builder. I just wanted to give myself an opportunity in the future to have a little more space to expand into. So not really looking to do like a huge, other stuff in the park. That Cobblestone Homes developed has 12 or 24 units on a lot. So I just have or my plans to subject to approval would be to have basically 3 spaces, a space for myself, and then 2 bays that I could rent out, and then if things go well in the future, I can take a little bit more of that space, but basically just to give myself a bit of flexibility, operating business in what's been an unfavorable industry this year, but just kind of give myself some flexibility with the space, the building and the lot there. So yeah, that's what I'm here to inquire about.
Thank you. You said you're from Transcona?
That's where my shop is currently, but I want to move everything to Discovery Drive there.
Just don't bring the flamingos.
No, nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I won't be bringing anything from Transcona.
Thanks. I'm curious why, did you just, this is just curiosity as a business owner, why Richot? Just opportunity of land or?
Oh, it was, well, I love the location. I like it that because technically the Trans-Canada follows the south perimeter. The location is awesome. And just for a small operator like me, getting land at, Inkster and Route 90 there, that just would never be an opportunity, at 700 grand an acre for raw land, you get a couple of, a pipe dream really, right? So this is just, in my eyes, amazing value to be able to get a couple acres for a reasonable thing and make a go of things here. And it's not like you're hours away from the city, you're 5 minutes to the perimeter. So it's an outstanding location and just an outstanding, I think, value. And there's a lot of other really great businesses in that park, and proximity to the city. And Yeah, and I also live really close by. So, yeah.
I just
that-
did that so the
that's nice.
media could hear why Rich Job's the best.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Well, then, yeah.
Than I love, so.
Yeah.
She lost you at the flamingos. Council, do you have any comments or questions?
You're operating how many trucks?
Uh,
mean,
11.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
As an economic development officer, also you have truckers for most of them, or?
Yeah, I got, it's me and 9 drivers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so one truck's kind of like a spare or whatever, and someone, they leave or come, or I got a part-time guy too, so I mean, on any given day in trucking, you all of a sudden you have a guy goes to the shop and there's oil on the floor, okay, hop into another truck and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I like to keep it at. I don't see any value in really getting any like tripling that or what, like but I do see myself maybe moving up to like trying to keep 15 going steady or maybe capping at 20. And that's kind of why I had this, wanting to have these extra spaces saying, hey, if things, get up to those 15 or 20, then you have that space if you need it. But if it doesn't turn out that way, hey, you can just rent it off, help with the mortgage, and just kind of make the space like just, kind of very, work well with what I want to do kind of thing. So. Yeah.
What does the day-to-day look like? Like your trucks coming and going all the time, or are they leave in the morning, come back at night, or?
Yeah, so I would say a typical day is most of my guys are regional drivers. So, a typical day, going to Brandon or going to Winkler or going to, Kenora. Like we don't go, like my guys aren't going to, the lower 48 states or whatever. So most trucks do leave at around 7, 8 in the morning, and then they're back by 4, 5 at night kind of thing, sometimes later or whatever. But yeah, it's not like they go from the yard out, like, 8, 9, 10 times a day. But yeah, they usually start in the morning, they leave and then come back every day. Yeah, they're not usually out for extended periods of time, right?
And they leave their trucks there, so they drive with their personal vehicle, I guess, or?
Yeah. So everyone I have now has their own vehicle, so they drive to the yard, fire up their truck. I like keeping them all inside right now, so I'm renting a shop in Transcona, and just easier in winter and stuff like that. So I wanted to make something here that could fit everything, and then if you add a few pieces, you have room for it as well.
Great, thanks.
Perfect. Also, nothing else? Okay, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Is there anyone in person wishing, you can.
Oh, sure.
Anyone in person wishing to speak in favor? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak in favor? Anything received in favor?
Nothing received.
Anyone, sorry, thank you. Anyone wishing to speak against in person? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak against? Anything received against?
Nothing.
Final call, any general questions, comments, wishing to speak in favor or against online, on the phone or in person? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Oh, come on up.
I guess question.
Yeah, come on up.
Sorry, not question, so we're, Paul, Southern Comfort Mechanical, we're like right across the road from you.
Okay.
And I'm totally for you coming, no problems,
Oh, okay.
no issues with that. But we are, like, we've expanded a lot, and we've we've added quite a bit of traffic to that street, and I just want to make sure that, if there's any, I don't know if you realize how many vehicles we go up and down there, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff going on there. I just want to straight off sign it to you, but yeah, so that, well, I guess that that we're not going to clog it up, because if you said you're coming and going at that time in the morning, that's when our flock is coming in and out too. So I know that's not going to hold you up, but I just want to make sure that if there's anything that that we can do differently. I mean, I don't think there is, but I just wanted to bring that up. And my other question is that, like, with a lot of the other expansion that Cobblestone has done in the last couple of years, they've added quite a bit down that center thing too. Is there any thinking about putting sewer in that area?
You know what, we've engaged with the developer. I don't want to say too much, but I think they're pretty adamant in maintaining a no sewer system policy for now. That was like a year ago last time I talked to them. So I definitely can have a conversation again, and they can talk public works. There is.
The only thing is, like, there is, like, with all that traffic that we've been in and all the expansion, the septic truck is through there.
Yeah.
It's adding a lot of
lot of stuff.
Yeah,
of traffic.
it's a conversation I could continue to have. I've had it before. I think we had it with them.
Yeah,
They just weren't really interested at the time, but
That's not what they told us. Like they were they didn't promise. I know you can't make good on somebody else's promise.
Yeah.
But we kind of thought that was, because we were looking at it expanding too, and I don't know if it will.
yeah, this was, maybe it was 2 years ago. The burden of cost was, it was quite expensive, because it had to come from Grand Point Meadows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, the capacity is there, like, they've got capacity to go
Well,
up.
that would be a completely different meeting, but I was just
Yeah.
wondering if that's,
It's been a conversation. It continues to be a conversation.
I'd love to be part of that conversation.
Yeah.
If
And it's on Public Works radar, like they are just, it's all timing, so
Yeah.
it's not like it'll never happen, but
Yeah.
as to when that's gonna be.
Okay, because that would help us if we were gonna expand as well. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that
I appreciate that.
I think we are the bulk of the traffic in that, on that street, and we're totally good to be good neighbors and work with that. I just wondering if that's, at least we have two ways in and out, so,
He says, Paul?
yeah.
Oh, why is Rich Hut such a good place to have business?
Thank you. Yeah, no, we do enjoy it there, and we're in favor of good neighbors, and we want to be good neighbors, and just wanted to, I was just more came here because I had the notice and was curious to see what was going on, and I guess maybe meet you too.
I appreciate that.
So, yeah,
I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, final call, anyone? Close the public hearing at 7:46 PM. Do I have a mover? Counselor Belanger, second. Counselor Pelletier, thank you.
Sorry. We're gonna do wrong. They're gonna give me an extra second. Therefore, be it resolved that the conditional use application to allow an industrial multiplex as a conditional use in MA Industrial Agriculture Zone is approved, subject to most of the normal conditions, including a development agreement. And one thing to note is the occupancy permits will be required for each individual unit within the building. And further drawings may be required indicating fire separations dependent on proposed occupancies adjacent to one another. So.
Thank you, council. Discussion, debate, anything to add? What a great opportunity, I feel.
Here.
Perfect. Okay, call for the question, all in favor? Just open his mic for half a second. Aye, Jason, Counselor Bonnerchuk?
Yes, aye.
Thank you. Opposed, none, that is carried. Thank you very much. You guys are free to leave.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Yes, best of luck. Okay, 6.2.4 C21 2025 113 Oakway, Christopher Musto.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get my stuff.
You got the Saskatchewan Roughriders in your mind? Is that what's
I do, yes, I'm sorry, and their glorious victory. At 113 Oakway in the community of Grand Point have made application to allow for a secondary suite, and whereas a secondary suite is a conditional use in the RR rural residential zone, subject to bylaw 9-2019.
Thank you. I'll open the public hearing at 7:48 PM. The applicant is here. Go ahead.
It's me in the hot seat. Yeah, just looking to do an in-law suite. My mother and father-in-law are gonna move in. They're renting an apartment now in River Park South. We moved them from the north side of the city to River Park South. That's where we lived. And now we're in Grand Point, so I've got to move them a little closer. They help with the kids. They're gonna be spending more time in their country. They're gonna move like 6 months a year to Portugal, so it'll make my life a lot easier to go and check on their house if it's attached to mine. And it falls within the secondary suite guideline. It's under 860 square feet. It's 680.
Yep. Council, any comments for the applicant? Questions?
I mean, we'll get to it just to address some of the issues that will come up shortly, but from what I understand, it's family, so it's intentions not to be rented out,
Never,
right?
never.
Yeah, that's.
I own a property management business and I would never want a kid in the same.
We'll clarify that right
And the
away.
same dwelling.
No, can't.
Right?
Like no Airbnb?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. No,
Thanks.
no.
This is being recorded.
Yes, like absolutely no Airbnb, no rental.
Anything else?
In-laws is enough.
Counselor, one, nothing else?
No, that's good. I'm just gonna say that for my.
That's enough.
That's okay.
We call them outlaws.
Anything else from council?
Nothing here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Okay, you can have,
yeah, great.
back in the cold seat. Anyone wishing to speak in favor, online, on the phone, or in person? Anything received in favor?
We did receive 2 letters.
Too late.
It's all good. Anyone wishing to speak against, online, on the phone, or in person? Anything received against?
Received 2 letters against.
Okay, council had time to review the letters against.
It's my question.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Final comments, questions? Anyone wishing to speak in favor or against? Ask any general questions, comments, online, on the phone, or in favor, in person? Nothing. I'll close the public hearing. It's 7:51 PM. Do I have a mover? Sir Lemon, second, Councillor Pelletier.
Therefore, be it resolved that the conditional use is approved to some of the subject to the following conditions: building permit, all of the building codes. The use of the secondary suite is limited to immediate family only. Maximum floor area shall not exceed 860 square feet as well.
Thank you. Council debate discussion.
It is my understanding that a conditional use carries with the property, not the owner. So one of the concerns in the against letter was that once you move out, that the next owner could start a rental business going.
I don't wanna move ever again.
I just want to make sure that's part of the condition, so that carries through the property.
So are you asking to add a condition that it can never be rented and it always is for
Carries with the title, you mean?
Carries.
Carries with the title, yeah.
Conditional uses do carry with the title, do they not? Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's already there.
it's already,
I'm just making a comment that it's already there and that it carries with the title. So I'm not asking for additional, where it's covered, because the letter of objection was worried about that.
Yeah.
Once
So you're just reiterating.
I am.
Thank you.
For your
I
worship,
appreciate
because. So yeah, that's, if anybody is worried about you moving, it carries with the title.
Okay.
if we communicate that to those who object or?
We traditionally haven't, no.
I don't think so.
No, I just don't, one of them, or,
They can call and ask and then administration can let them know. Okay, anything else from council? No, call for the question. Call for the question, all those in favor?
That was an aye for Jason.
Aye.
Opposed? None, that is carried. Thank you very much. You're free to leave. Thank you. Okay, I think we're on the public hearings. This paper is correct, which it rarely is done. 8.1 bylaw 7, 2025 rezone from RG5 to RG8, second reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Bodnar.
Be it resolved that council gives second reading to bylaw 7 2025, being a bylaw to rezone parcel B from RG5 to RG8.
Thank you. Council debate discussion.
Nope.
Nothing, no changes. We're good. Call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none, that is carried. 8.2 bylaw 7, 2025 rezone from RG5 to RG8, third reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor Lemoine. Last call, anything changes? No, call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none, that's carried. Thank you. 8.3 bylaw 8, 2025 zoning bylaw text amendment, first reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor Pelletier.
Be it resolved that council gives first reading to bylaw 8-2025, being a text amendment to change secondary suites from conditional to permitted in the RG8 zone.
Thank you. Council debate discussion. Nothing to add. Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none, that is carried. Thank you. 9.1.1 4165-25-8434 parcel B plan 59147 Ile des Chênes residential planned unit development. Do I have a mover? Counselor Pelletier, second, Counselor Lemoine.
So the owner has made the application to subdivide parcel B, plan 59147, into 4 lots of residential, lots into residential 5,000 RG5 and RG8 zone. And the McDonald Reshot Planning District recommends approval of this.
Thank you. Council comments, debate, discussion.
Start the process.
Next steps, yep.
Okay, call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none, that's carried. Thank you. 9.3.1 cleaning contract. Do I have a mover? Counselor
Bondarchuk.
Second, Counselor Bondarchuk, thank you.
So we are looking for contract cleaning for the main office, public works office, water treatment plant, and fire halls. We received 4 quotes, and administration is recommending the hiring of Janny King of Manitoba on a 2-year contract.
Thank you. I'll open up for council discussion. Quick question. I feel this is more administrative responsibility. Is it because it's a price thing? That's why it's coming to council?
We debated about that because it is within the budget and the budget was approved, and because it was a 2-year contract, we felt we would bring it forward, so.
I like to stay out of the weeds.
Yep.
I think we've all known that.
So we agree with that. Something that I think we need to discuss what steps and what, from a procurement standpoint. I think actually, if you follow the procurement policy to the letter, then we have to here.
Okay. Something to look into.
So we are in the process of redrafting the procurement policy to reflect current situations. It's quite old.
I tried to bid council on this, but they wouldn't let me. So. Janine, you like to clean, don't you?
I love turning. Welcome.
And
You had Jan Pro before, or it was always Johnny King? Johnny King.
it was Jan Pro. Yeah.
Okay. So it's purely a price thing, or was there some concerns? It's not applicable, it's fine. I'm good.
Thank you.
I was gonna say windows, no windows, but it's.
Anything else from council? Call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those are none. 9.3.2 October 2025 building permit reports. Do I have a mover? Counselor Pelletier, second. Counselor Belanger.
If you want to keep my glasses up for this one, because it's pretty small writing. Year to date, I'll go October 2025. 19 permits, a little over $6 million as compared to 22 and $5.8 million. The better numbers are the year to date. So I'll go 2024 was 191 total permits issued for about $42 million in total value. As of October 2025, we were at 224 permits with a total value of just over $73 million. So it has been a good year in Reshot to build.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Council comments, question? Reshot's the best. Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That's carried. And 12 adjournment. Do I have a mover? Counselor Pelletier, second Tanis, second Counselor Bondarchuk.
Yeah.
Final
Yeah.
thoughts. Thank you.
It doesn't get old. It just delayed, Jason. We're laughing with you.
Thank you. Just a final thought for the night. I want to thank, as a Regina boy, the Saskatchewan Rough Riders for winning the Grey Cup for 2025. Wish you all the best for the coming years. It's nice to have a win. They're sending me my ring next week, so.
Yeah.
The minutes shall not reflect that.
I will call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none. That is carried. I'll close the meeting at 7:59 PM. Have a good night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your evening.